Welcome back, GMS. Welcome back to the GMS studios. And I got a great friend of mine here. All righty. Happy from Speaker Videos.
Yep.
Okay. And Happy, we kind of do the same thing.
Right.
Okay. But I've noticed, and Pay, you work with our clients and we work with your clients and back
Sure.
and forth. And it's fun because we have that relationship here.
Yeah.
NSA gives us the
Yep.
opportunity to do that.
Yep.
And I hear many people themselves, they talk about NSA is the family. All right. So welcome to my family. Thank you
There
very
we
much. So Happy, I think it's extremely important
Mhm.
for individuals and today's speakers,
Mhm.
all right, to have a level of marketing,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
to engage what they do
Yeah.
and really start to accentuate
Mhm.
the skills, knowledge, tools,
Sure.
techniques, their resources.
Mhm.
But really, today's speakers and presenters, communicators, all
Mhm.
right, are coming from a place either content, story, humor, or
Yeah.
entertainment.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so, our job, your job,
Yeah.
all right, is to really bring these people to allow them to shine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even probably happier than your jacket. All right. I'm going to
There
use
we
that
go.
one. So tell us a little about what this whole idea of speaker videos is all
Mhm.
about.
Mhm.
Alrighty. And why is it most important for
Yeah.
today's communicators,
Yeah.
today's speakers?
So the challenge is speakers are different. They're not selling a product. We are not selling a product.
Right.
We are the product.
Yeah, that's who we are.
So the
Exactly.
approach of marketing, selling, positioning becomes completely different.
Right.
When you go out there to buy a car, the factor into decision making is your test drive.
Sure. You're not buying color. Okay?
Exactly, right?
You're buying hope and reliability.
Exactly, when meeting planners are buying into speakers, what is the single most important factor they consider? And
Right.
that's the speaker speaking.
Right.
90% of meeting planners look at the speaker's video before hiring them.
Sure. And it's a very short clip that they're looking at.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when they're looking at it, how do you make sure that you are the best at what you do? How do you
Right.
showcase that?
Sure.
Because there's 110,000 people in LinkedIn in the States who say they're a
Right.
speaker.
Sure.
What makes you different? Why are you the best at what you do?
Yeah.
And that's where a demo reel comes in.
Good.
It's about establishing why you are the best at what you do.
Right.
And pretty much, yeah.
All right. So the speaker reel. Okay. There's a lot of individuals themselves tried,
Yeah.
failed. All right. A lot of individuals themselves tried it.
Mhm.
Okay. And really didn't get the quality.
Mhm.
All right. So that's the quality level of expectation.
Yeah.
Really working at the level of professional. You got to figure if you're a client, you're at a certain dollar amount. All right. For your keynote, your breakouts, your facilitations, your training, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
Okay. There's a certain requirement, a
Mhm.
certain possibly look.
Yeah.
Okay. But individuals themselves are going to look at first impression.
Mm.
Okay. And meeting planners and different types of individuals that are hiring services, they're going to look for different things.
Yep.
They're going to look for probably motivation,
Mhm.
inspiration. They're going to probably look for how you gain access to that crowd, how you open their world, and how it made their meeting meaningful. I guess the meeting planner doesn't want to get fired.
As simple as that.
So without a doubt. And so what are the keys? What are some of the things themselves? Our speakers,
Yeah.
all right, and presenters,
Mhm.
all right, need to know about speaker videos.
Number one, a demo video, and I've been saying it so often, a demo video is not a compilation of your clips of speaking coming
No, not at
together.
all.
It's not, it's not you sharing about how awesome you are.
Mhm.
It's not. A demo video is a movie trailer of who you are
Yeah.
and the results that you bring for your meeting planners and for their audiences.
Like that.
A couple of things that are essentials. Number one, a demo video is usually supposed to have between 4 to 7 different music tracks.
Good.
And there's a flow to it.
Mhm.
It starts with the big burning problem. Like the moment the meeting planners look at it, they're like, this speaker is speaking to my people.
Right. What
He's speaking-
value are they going to
Exactly.
fulfill,
Correct.
all right, for their audience?
Yeah, or what the problem are they going to solve? And then not jumping right into the solution, but you want to associate that problem with why you, the expert, are talking about it.
Right.
So the next 20 seconds basically about establishing why you, the expert, at it. The critical thing is you never share that you are the expert.
That's
It's
right.
about people saying good things about you because people do if you have done a good job.
Sure.
Once that part is done, you go into selling the way that you solve that problem. What are the unique modalities and framework? And there's 110,000 motivational speakers. Well, how do you bring that motivation?
They're
What's
all
your
leadership speakers.
Exactly. What's your origin story, or
Right.
what's your framework that makes you unique, or
So-
what is the unique methodology that you use that makes you stand out?
Right.
Once that part is done, we then go into sharing the experience that you bring, but more importantly, the results that you bring for
That's
the
right.
meeting planners. You want to establish that this is what it's going to get them.
Sure.
And the final part is, of course, inviting them to have a conversation.
That's right. Exactly.
That's what a demo video is about,
Sure.
between 2.5 to 4 minutes long.
hmm
The challenge is a lot of speakers try to do it on their own.
Sure.
You know, it's like a doctor trying to do a nurse's job.
Sure.
You know, like sure you can cut a video,
Sure.
but do you look like the expert you're supposed to look like?
Sure. I don't want a librarian doing heart surgery on me.
Exactly,
All right. So that can be a little difficult. But
Right.
I'm just thinking of the fact itself that we have a lot of first time individuals
Mhm.
that are getting involved in the speaking community.
Yeah.
Okay. They find NSA, they find Toastmasters, they find different ways to start to accentuate the skills.
Yeah.
Okay. And your job, our job, okay, is really accentuate,
Mm.
all right, their level already of what they're bringing to their audience,
Mm.
all right, to make it saleable. Okay. And you said it earlier that the fact itself is they are the product. So they have a book and they have some pens and they give out candy and things of this nature and maybe private water bottles and things.
Right.
Great, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. But the end result, the end of the day itself is what value or did you bring to that client? And basically what it is that them hiring you or they're hiring you for a particular job.
Exactly. Like as I say to my clients, my goal is not to make you look nice. My goal is to get you sold.
That's
As
right.
simple as
Good.
that,
Love it. You know? And there's an opportunity out there for everybody. And so there are certain individuals and speakers themselves that probably just don't have enough
Mm.
of the quality type of information that's really going to sell their wares
Sure.
or their product themselves
Sure.
over the edge.
Yeah.
So how do we work with that?
I love it. There are a couple of things that we do because this is a very common scenario. About 40 to 60% of clients that come to us don't have the right footage or the right video to share what they're
That's
doing.
right, yeah.
There are two approaches we take. Number one, if you don't have 100 billion videos of you speaking, the way to get started is it's a chicken and egg situation. You cannot book big stages unless you have a powerful demo video,
Right.
and you cannot get a powerful demo video unless you have good stages. The solution is, you get started with what you have. It's like having a demo video is more important when you don't have the footage than
Right.
when you have that footage, because you need to showcase something.
Yes,
Our
exactly.
approach is we sit with them for an hour, we interview them to understand everything about them. We then go out there to understand what is making them unique, what is making them, stand out in the space that they
Sure.
operate
What
in.
problem they're going to solve?
Exactly. And then we write a script in the exact format that I shared earlier.
Okay.
Now, what happens is we find a local studio nearby that they can then film and go out there and talk, or we
Yeah.
basically sit in front of camera and talk about that in that format.
Sure.
We merge it with pictures and B-rolls that they have from the past, and then we get the video ready.
It's a step process.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
when they have that footage, you can always update your demo. Like your first demo won't be your last demo.
You better not be.
Exactly. You get started with what you have, and when you have that new footage, you keep updating
Sure.
the demo to make sure it looks spectacular.
Right.
And that's where the global media studios come in.
Exactly.
They gotta hook you up. They gotta ring
Right.
you up and get them done
That's right.
in your
Yeah.
space.
That's good. We appreciate that. That's a shameless plug out there, but we appreciate it. I think that the fact itself that more speakers that they don't understand are the clout, that really raises from the experiences, individuals themselves, or they're looking for folks themselves that are either not going to freeze, they have some reputation behind them, maybe from a referral standpoint,
Yeah.
even meeting planners. Meeting planners, if you're in that section of the world and you're working with meeting planners want to know that you can bring the draw.
Yeah.
Okay, you can bring the house down.
Yep.
All right, we physically, mentally, emotionally, we don't want to
Right.
bring that down.
Right.
Okay, but we want to be able to change. All right, because the meeting planner already is in that particular case, or the individual who's planning the events themselves want to know that their job is secure and they're bringing people in.
Sure.
Let them worry about the food later
Yeah.
on. Okay, but I think it's the most important point of really getting those people and identifying what it is. And I think you're right. What you're saying, it's a step process. All right, how do we step this along the way itself that maybe your introduction? Why do people get into speaking? Because they had a certain skill,
Sure.
all right, some kind of knowledge and resource themselves that they've done,
Yeah.
okay, which gave them the opportunity. Maybe they were in maybe a particular job or environment, real estate, finance, tax, all right. And they said, "Oh, it's just I've been doing this long enough. They said I can speak."
Sure.
okay, there's where the stone starts rolling down that hill.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
righty. And so they should really reach out to folks
Mm,
like us
exactly.
so we can help them through the process,
100%.
identify, because I think it's going to be extremely important that they get already the best they possibly can.
Mm,
It's going to take a while to build that relationship. Understand that. Okay.
mm,
But then the fact itself, you need the help and the guidance. All right. That's going to tried, true, proven. All
yep,
right. Individuals themselves that'll help us, engage.
yep.
What are some of your toughest challenges, all right, that you've seen from a couple? We're not keep names out of this, no names. All right. But what are some of the challenges that you've seen besides just the inexperience or not enough time? I'm going to say inexperience
Sure,
because everybody has the experience,
sure.
but the not enough time to
Mm,
facilitate, all right, some exciting
mm,
clip play.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
What are some of the toughest challenges we've
I mean, some speakers are boring, I'll just say it.
Okay, so
I'll just say
that
it,
cuts out to the chase, all right?
The truth is, a lot of time people need to work on their craft of speaking,
Sure.
That's not something that you and I can do.
Mm.
We can make them look awesome. We can color correct to make them look
Sure,
fantastic.
right,
We
exactly.
can edit to make sure they look fantastically awesome.
Right, exactly.
But you got to be good,
Yeah.
and that's where it comes in. The bigger challenge that speakers face in their journey when they want to get their assets ready and stuff like that is there is an expectation of overwhelm even before they're getting
Right.
started. Like a demo reel, oh, there is so much that I have to worry about.
That's right, exactly.
What am I speaking about? What's the clip? The good thing when we work with any of the speaker is in average they spend about an hour of their time from the beginning to the end
Right.
because there's such an enhanced process.
Sure
We
it is.
have a team of 27 individuals behind the scenes, all clients having dedicated project managers. The
Right.
process being nailed down to every bit of it
Mm,
with set expectation of what's going to come next.
good.
We go out there to see again who else is talking about what they're talking about, what's working for them, see and replicate ideas that are working.
Sure.
But more importantly, what makes the speaker unique. Every minute of the footage is
Yeah, that's
watched
right, yeah.
to put together the storyboard, and then the editing funnel happens.
Good deal, superb.
Uh,
We like to say I love it what you said, the storyboard, but we like to take people from seat to table,
exactly.
okay?
Yeah.
And there's sometimes individuals will come into us and they'll turn around and say, well, I had this particular idea,
Yeah.
okay? And sometimes we call it just a revelation or something they had a dream about it.
Yeah.
Great, not a problem. So how do we help you manifest this? And our job is to color it, make it look pretty, all
Yeah.
right, engage it, all right, so the product itself is engaging to others'
Yeah.
ears, eyes, and hearts. So it's going
Yeah.
to be able to turn heads, all right, when we see those individuals now starting to what? Get noticed.
Yep.
And it's going to take it's a time and a process. Happy, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah. You
Okay,
can.
you're at NSA all the time. We're at NSA all the time, right?
Anytime you see someone with fancy jacket, it's probably me.
And the glasses to
And
match.
the
What
orange
that is.
glasses.
Orange glasses to match. But if they were to reach you itself, how do they reach you?
They can just reach out to me at Vaibhav,
Okay.
Vaibhav, at speakervideos.co, or
Good
just go to our website,
Good,
www.speakervideos.com.
love
Yeah.
it. Happy, it's been my honor and my distinct pleasure to bring you in.
Thank you so much.
We passed these halls several times.
Yep.
We do very similar the
Right.
same things,
Right.
but there's so much out there, all
Exactly.
right, that people themselves.
Yeah.
And I know you work with our guys, we work your,
Yeah.
and it's a great relationship.
Like, as in, we do similar things in a way still where I don't do what you do and you don't do what I do.
That's right. Exactly. That's good, and we're going to keep it that
we
way.
put the puzzles that way.
Happy, thank you very
Good
much.
to see you. Thank
Guys
you so
themselves, thank you for joining us. Another GMS section itself here at NSA Thrive. We look forward to seeing you real soon. Thanks. Take care. Have a great day.